figured out how to take a movie and move from one scene to another without creating another movie. So this is a rhododendron and iris and other kinds of things that are right at their height right now. This is our big rhodie right at the front door. There is some iris that are growing in the driveway, planted a couple of years ago and are doing pretty well, with a dark blue single iris right by its side. It is just magnificent. So I'm going to keep walking and you're going to have to walk with me because I don't know how to fix this thing. Here is a white iris, and here is a bunch of yellow iris, and here is more of the dark blue iris, many of which are, you probably can see, are just about to open up. And here is a yellow iris, which is one of my favorites. It's a Louisiana yellow iris. This is a Stelladora daylily, and more iris backed up by our now flowing Japanese maple. So now I'm out on the front street where I have redone the whole bed to put our dahlias out here this year, and the iris are also out, and so is our red azalea out in great number. Here is a really great looking iris that came from someplace in the west, and although you really probably can't appreciate it, this is a pink cyclamen, and this is a very, very unusual red cyclamen, which we've been trying to collect seeds from, but haven't been able to. So we've had some rain and things are beginning to fade away a little. Here is some other plants that are just coming along. Some of these won't bloom until November or October. So I'm walking back down the driveway. Here are some pink cyclamen, pink double cyclamen, if you can see them, getting up again. This is a bush that I got a few years ago at the Arboretum, and it's a Kohlwitzia, and it is just beginning to bloom. If you can see some of the blooms there, these gorgeous little pink blooms with a yellow center. I don't know how that's going to come into focus. And so this is the front bed, which I've also redone and reset. I did a study on the timing of the sun and trying to set plants more to the timing. Here's our blue iris again, going around. Now we're going to walk quickly to the back. You can see Mom's statue has got a lot of growth on it, around it. A lot of stuff that's going to bloom. Here is our pink geranium. I'm kind of trying to make a collection of geranium colors. So this pink is one. Some daisies that have opened. A blue cyclamen. Another blue right here. I'm saying cyclamen, it's not cyclamen, it's Greg, it's the flower, the Colorado State flower. So now I'm having a senior moment. And it doesn't seem to have a tag. Certain things are ending, others beginning. Sorry about the twist. This is fun. This is Heuchera or coral bells, and this is one of them at the height of their flower, which is a tiny petal. As you can see, these particular ones are a bright red that you can see. Here's a pink. Whatever these flowers are, I'll think of it as soon as I finish this broadcast. one of our clematis growing up to the window. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do about it at this point. Here are other heuchera. This caramel color I've separated 3 times now, and one of my favorite colors in the world. This one happens to be called French Quarter. So here this bed here, which you remember last time was yellow and blue, is dying away. It's getting too hot, and I'm merging it with this bed and making a new bed out of it. This happens to be the longest sun bed we have. This will be tomato bed number 1. This will be tomato bed number 2, where we again are growing Brandywine tomatoes. This is our wheelbarrow with pansies in it. This has been our source of salads for the whole time, even though we have a bunny rabbit living within 20 yards. And here is Mom's household garden, which we better learn how to cook with a little more cilantro and parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, because we do have a crop. Another trailer full of pansies. This is part of our development area for next year's sale. And this is would you believe I've got a new garden? It's a woodlands garden, a lot of shade, as you can see. It's kind of dark back here, in which we're putting a lot of woodlands plants, and I've been digging and cleaning up this one boulder you can see. Must have weighed 60 pounds. And here is what for Greg and me must be the pride and joy, a rhodie which has been eaten and eaten and eaten by the deer, and finally Greg came up with a simple way to guard it this year, and it's doing just beautifully. So all the yellow celandine poppies are finished. All of the blue Virginia bells are finished. Here at the entrance is just variegated Solomon seal, kind of a nice hosta, some more different colored geraniums, but time marches on, and this flower over here, sorry for the blur, is a mayapple under here. The flower blooms under the plant. If you now can pick it up, and you can see the flowers have almost all finished. I thought I could find one with a flower, and the branch I'm under I'm going to have to cut away in order to get some more light into here. So that's the end of the adventure for this week. It does change every week. These are all oak leaf hydrangeas in the back of the barn, which are doing very well. And this was supposed to be a little garden in the back of the barn. Somehow the plants have kind of gotten a little bit out of hand. And this is Boston fern, called Boston Fenway fern, which has been the only thing we've been able to find that really grows in this shady area. So this is a great fern too. I forget the name of it. So anyway, that's our trip for 8 minutes. Hope some of you could stay with us. Here's some more plants going in the ground, more tomato plants. Hope you've enjoyed it. Bye.